miss me. Good morning, lady. Good morning. Good morning. I gotta run and get me some ice. I was. I gotta stop at the Thorntons. Stop at the Thorntons and give me. Ooh, this sun is a killer today, you guys. I'm talking about I can't see any. It's about to blind me. It's got my eyes watering and everything. Good morning, Sephora. How you doing, babe? Thank you. Bless you guys. Let me tell you, I got in the house yesterday and I took off all my clothes, everything, jumped in and had me a quick shower, put my little house dress on, and then I got to watching Dallas. I told you guys I'm watching Dallas, the old TV show, the old 1978 TV show. I've been watching Dallas for like the past 3 days now. And so I got in the bed and I'm watching Dallas and I got hungry. I'm like, so my son, the older twin, he's like, Mom, you got some SpaghettiOs and Franks down there, because I love the SpaghettiOs with the Franks in them. So he said, you got some of that down there. I said, okay, make me a bowl of that. So he made me some of that. That didn't do it. that didn't do the spot. So I was like, I was looking on Uber Eats. I said, I gotta order me some. Wind up ordering us some Chinese food. Oh my God. It was so good. It was so good. When I tell you, me and the twins, because Angel went to a birthday party, she wasn't there. Me and the twins pigged out. When I tell you we pigged out, after that, I laid out in the bed, watched TV. Next thing I know, the TV was watching me. I said, well, it ain't gonna be no going live tonight. It is it is not gonna happen. Not this evening is not. So I literally, yeah, I passed out. I got full. I was greedy. I got full. And then I just was like, okay, forget it. I go. They know I'm gonna go live in the morning anyway. The sun is definitely kissing you this morning. Looking beautiful. God bless you. Thank you, ladies. 66916. Thank you, love. I so appreciate that. Look, this it's brutal. This sun is brutal. All right, I have to run in here and grab me a cup of ice so that I can munch while I'm at work. Where is my wallet? Oh, okay, here it is. All right, you guys, give me 5 seconds. I got 2 cups. Empty cup. Ooh. All right, now the sun is about to blind me some more. I'm not going to complain because I'm glad that the sun is out. It's cold as the Arctic, but I'm glad the sun is out. Cassandra's like, hey there, my love. Good morning, Mama Gina. How you been? How are the kids and grandbaby? I have missed you so much. Hope all is amazing with you and the family. Love and respect. I miss you too. I have missed you. It is such a delight seeing you. You haven't been, you one of the ones that's been here in the beginning and just and stuck by and with your queen, and it is just it's so good seeing you. It's so good. I love seeing all the old Queendom family. Every time when you guys pop up, I'll be like, yes, yes. I love seeing you. It is wonderful, 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 wonderful. How are you and your family and the kids and everybody? You know you such a blessing. The twins, they old now. I don't know if they older or am I older. They just turned 16. Angel will be 15 in January. And they just doing their own thing. That they living their life. They don't need me no more. You know, when they start getting to be these grown teenagers, these older they don't need you no more. Like Angel's never home. She got everything is about my friends. You know, when you 14, 15 years old, it's my friends, my friends. So that's how they are. The twins, not so much. They still doing. They're still in that stage where they are just, you know, they buddies and their video games and learning to drive and all of that stuff. But other than that, we good. Everybody is good. I have been blessed in so many ways. I can't complain about anything that the Lord has for me, tell me to do, put me through. All I can say is I'm blessed. So you gotta see, I've been well, you was around I think before when I had was doing my readings and stuff, but I would do them every now and then. I wasn't doing them like I wasn't doing them regularly, so now I'm doing them regularly now. So you gotta tune in. Yes, you're an amazing angel. You will always place in my heart. Thank you. You know, we love you. A 2-year-old grand. Oh my gosh! And the 13. Oh, get out! Get out! Wow! All right, Grandma. All right, Nana. All right, Nana. You in the Nana Club with me now? We gotta start. Cassandra, me and you should start a Nana Club, girl. We could do it. We gotta start a Nana Club. Get a Nana something to talk about. We could talk about our grandbabies, show pictures, and just do all kinds of stuff. Look, my grandson, he's so spoiled. Everybody knew I was gonna spoil him. The only thing I don't like though is like, you know, when my daughter gets, you know, in her feelings and she gets to, you know, acting a damn fool and she knows nothing else is not gonna work, so they start wanting to use the babies. You know, they start wanting to use the kids and that kind of stuff. That's what I don't like. That right there is what I don't like. It's like you have when I was raising, you know, the twins and Angel, and well, I'm still raising them, but you know, raising them without grandparents, because of course my father passed away when I was a kid. My mom lives in Atlanta. My children, they really don't. My older children knows my mom very well, but my younger children really don't know my mother because they've never been around her until, you know, I took them out to Atlanta to see her for a while. So they really don't know her. And then their father, their dad's mom lives right here in the city. Like she's literally less than an hour away from us, but she's one of those that babies her son, and so she didn't have anything, she didn't want anything to do with her grandkids. So therefore, you know, even though my children know her very well, they know her better than they know my mother, they was never around her either. So they grew up without grandparents. So grandparents is, I'm telling you, it's sacred. It's a blessing when you have grandparents that loves on their kid, that takes care of the child, that gives them, you know, the love and attention and everything that they need. And then you as the parent getting your feelings like somebody is obligated to do something for you, and you want to act the fool. It's no obligation to you, but I think that the grandparent, you should never take it out on the child, because that child didn't never be here. My son and his kid's mama get into arguments all the time, but every time she calls me about my grandkids and say, Ma, can I drop the girls off over there? I don't have any place to take them. I say, yep, bring them. I never tell her no. I say, yeah, bring them, drop them off, because they have nothing to do with the shit that her and my son goes through, you know. And so I don't like it when these young ladies play games, when they do this. It's crazy. And my daughter is guilty of it as well. Like, look, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it like she's a great mother and do all that. No, she's guilty of it. She plays those games too. She does it too. You say, yes, that's not okay. I agree. Yep. Ooh, that's sad. I had an amazing nana, grandpa. They passed away. I agree. I will take any time. I never say no either. Yep. I've never said no. I've always, you know, said to, you know, my daughter-in-law, and I still call her my daughter-in-law, even though her and my son is not together. I love her to death, and I love those kids more than anything in the world. And so I'll never take that away from, and she's a good mother at that. She's a great mother. You know, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. If she wasn't a great mother, I'll say it. But she is a wonderful, wonderful mom. She has a new son that's not my son's kid. She has another baby. She had a boy, and he's not my son. But I don't treat him no different than I say, hey, this Nana, I go, anything when I do for the girls, you know, I do for him. Now, his grandmother is involved in his life. So, like, she babysits while she goes to work. You know, she comes and picks up her. So he actually has the new baby actually has a active grandparent. So I try not to, like, step on the active grandparent shoes, because that's you know, is not my grandson. But I told you guys before, we don't do step. I don't do exactly, treat them all the same. The kids is innocent, you know, and I never liked that word step parent. You know, I don't do step parent. Well, you know, that's my, you know, my grandkids, that's their brother. I don't do that kind of stuff. Like, I never forget. I remember when, as my children were growing up, and my older children's dad and his family have been active in my kids' life since they were born. Okay, and that old man and his people, they still active in my older kids, my grown kids' life, right? So when he would come around to get my older children, he would always ask them how the mother kids doing, and I'm like, what? They said, Ma, Dad said, how them other kids doing? I said, he would not say, how are you all's brothers and sisters doing? He would say out his mouth how those other kids, and it made me mad. Like, honey, look, they all grew inside me. They all got nourished the same. Nothing was no different. I breastfed every single one of them. They are brothers and sisters. It's not those other kids, but that was the type of guy he was. And my other son and daughter's dad. Now, if you talk, the one that I went on vacation with him and his wife, they claim all the kids. Like they would never say, they're like me, they would never say step kids or those other kids. So my kids grew up listening to that. They grew up hearing him say, how them other kids doing, them other kids. And I never liked that. I never liked that to this day. Like you don't do that. You just don't. And kids start, as they get older, even though you don't think, as they get older, they start to notice that. They start to notice, like, wow, we got different dads. Like we got, if you don't show a child certain things, they won't even know. It won't even faze them. Like if you don't introduce a child to racism, they won't even know. They would have no idea. Hey, keep it cute. Good morning. They would have no idea. They will love each other. They will act so as normal as any other person. But when you start introducing them to certain things and telling them you shouldn't like this, you shouldn't like that person, then they start noticing stuff, and then they start, well, my mom saying things like, my mommy or my daddy told me not to like you because your skin is dark, or because you're not this person, or you not that. Kids pick up stuff. They pick up more than you think. I remember I told the story on here before. My father was an alcoholic, and I think that's one of the things that led up to my sister, having an addiction, doing it, because like I said, she drank, she smoked, she got high, she did it all. And I'll never forget, as a kid, we would come around, and back then, everybody sat on crates, and they sat on a corner or in front of their house, and everybody just kicked it, and you went to the candy. It was candy ladies on every block. And thank you, Cassandra, for doing that, for Keep It Cute. And every time we would come around, look, my dad used to drink that hard, cheap shit that you can smell it the block up the street, that Mad Dog 2020, all of that shit, that Wild Irish Rolls, that shit that, it just gets in your blood, it oozes out, like you can smell. That's the stuff that my dad used to drink. And I'll never forget when we would come, when my mom would bring us over there, and he would try to you can see through the crates, right? So he would try to put the liquor under the crate or inside the crate, because he didn't want us to see him drinking. And I would see him, like my sisters and them never noticed it. They didn't pay attention, but I would always see it. And I knew what he was doing, and he would be like, Gina, go take your sisters to the candy lady, and he'd give me $1 or whatever, or 50 cents or whatever. And back then you got $1, you was rich. You was rich at the candy lady. If one of the kids on the block had $1, you was rich when you went to the candy lady. You going to the candy lady with a quarter, 50 cent, man, you had candy for days back in the day. And so I would do that, but he would be out there every day drinking with his friends, but he never wanted us to see it. And I would see it. And one thing about my sister, God rest her soul, she was that kid. You know how you have that one kid in the family that they drink out of all the cups? After the party is over with, they drink out of all the cups. That was my sister. Every time my dad or my mom and them would have a party or whatever it is, she would drink out of all the cups. So she'll finish the beer. If it was a little bit in there, she'll finish a little bit of the alcohol, everything. My mama would be like, where my baby at? And she would be somewhere laid out on the floor, passed out, because her little ass got drunk. And that was the start of that. She was a baby. And I grew up really, really fast. I grew up really because my dad was, going through his own issues and everything. And then my mom was going through her stuff, and she finally left him because she couldn't deal with the abuse, and she couldn't deal with the alcohol and all that stuff no more. So you said, yep, that was your cousin. So she finally, had left him. But before then, my sister had already gotten a taste of what, alcohol and stuff was like as a baby at a young age. And then so as she got older and things started acting, she started off smoking cigarettes. I told y'all the story, honey. I tried to smoke some goddamn cigarettes, smoked a pack of Cools. Well, smoked a cigarette out of a pack of Cools and was sick as a dog. I was sick for a week. I didn't want another cigarette, honey. God taught me. We wound up trying to be grown, got a hold to the strongest cigarettes that you could ever smoke. And we tried to smoke some Cools, me and my friend, and honey, me and her was throwing up. We was sick. I never wanted another cigarette. I was, in my head, I was like, if that's what cigarettes do to you, I don't want shit. I don't want nothing. I don't want alcohol. Hey, 3,000 degrees. Good morning, love. I don't want weed. I don't want nothing. If it's gonna make you feel like, cause I didn't feel good. I felt horrible, and it was. I think that was a good thing, because that incident right there kept me from touching anything. I didn't want to touch anything, but it didn't stop my sister. It didn't stop my sister. So as she was growing up, she just started dabbling into a lot of different stuff. She started dabbling in a lot of different stuff, which eventually caused her to lose her life. And so we have to be careful on what we do, what we say around our children, how we react, to certain things. I used to always tell my kids, I would never ever, if they got in trouble, I wasn't that mother that embarrassed them in front of their friends. My mother would. My mama didn't care. Girl, you do something, that lady will curse you out, and I don't know how many ways, tell you off. But I always told my kids, like I told you guys before, I always wanted to do things differently. So I told my kids, I would never ever, if you don't embarrass me, I won't embarrass you. You embarrass me, I'm gonna reciprocate. That's what I told them. You won't respect. Respect is earned. Respect is earned. So, and I tell them that even right now. It's things that ain't in the night and late. No, I take that back. No, she didn't. Angel spent the night at her friend's house, but she didn't tell me. So I'm looking, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, why the hell Angel is not home, right? So I call her. She says, oh, mommy, my friend's mom didn't feel like taking none of us home, so she just told us we could spend the night. I said, okay, but when were you going to tell me? When were you going to tell me? When were you going to let me know? When were you going? You never gave me the option to say, well, no, I'm going to come and get you. How are you going to just, I said, Angel, you're not grown. You're a minor, baby. You got 3 more years. You're not grown. So and then she's good at saying, oh, my fault, Mom. I'm sorry. I said to her last night, I said, Angel, this sorry stuff, is a bit, you doing too much. I said, you doing too much. I said, now, I told you, I won't embarrass you, but you're not going to embarrass me. You can't do the same shit your friends do. I'm not speaking for them. You can't do the same shit that your friend, exactly. The parents should have contacted me. But these parents, honey, these parents is from a new breed, honey. These parents right now is partying with the kids, getting high with the kids, kicking it with the kids, they the kids' friends. I told you guys about, I don't know if some of you guys saw the twins' birthday party And I videotaped a little bit of the twins' birthday party. And some of these kids walked up in my house and they didn't speak. And I had to check Angel about that because they were Angel's friends. They wasn't the twins' friends. They were all Angel's friends. But I had to check Angel a few times about her friends coming to my house and not speaking. I said, you speak to the queen. You speak. I said, I don't care who. The young man, the kid, he's going to say, oh, I thought you wasn't in the mood. I said, it doesn't matter if I'm not in the mood or not. You come into my house, you speak to me. I said, otherwise, don't come here. Don't come over here to visit Angel. Let Angel come and visit you or whatever. I said, don't come here. I said, because if Angel's at your house and Angel don't speak to your parents straight off, it's going to be a problem, okay? It's going to be a problem. That's what, dating their kids' friends. Some of them do. Some of them do. Honey, look, I've seen it. These moms is something else. You did the right thing, but I would have kicked. No, Sephora, I didn't want to kick him out. I wanted to teach him. So that when he goes somewhere else, because, you know, now these kids is vulnerable. If we start off by doing things when they fuck up and we don't explain to them why it is and why it show them something differently, that's why they come out monsters. That's why they come out, and then they get worse. So I just wanted to, I said, I know y'all parents taught y'all better than that. I said, and if they didn't, mama gonna teach you today. I said, go back out and come back in. And anybody you see in here that's an adult, you are to speak to first. And I said, you know you coming to Angel's house, right? And they were like, yeah. I said, so you ask Angel, where's your mom? So I could say hello. I checked all of them. Angel had 2 other friends over. I told you guys about the other day. I came in, I had to use the bathroom real bad. I ran to the bathroom. I came back. The kid didn't speak. Well, the other young lady was in the bathroom, so I can't really say her. But the gentleman, the young man, he didn't speak. And hi, Keisha. And I said, I stood there in the middle of the floor, and Angel looked up, and I said, you know what I'm waiting on, right? You know what I'm waiting. And Angel looked, and she shook her head. I said, so when were you going to speak? And Angel said, I told you. Angel looked at him. She said, I told you. I said, no, you shouldn't have to tell him. And if you told him, then he should have opened his mouth. I said, young man, let me tell you something. If you're going to come over here and visit Angel and you're going to come to my house, you speak to me. I said, I'm the queen of this castle. What you laying on, my water you drinking, my snacks you eat, my TV you watching, my utilities you using, this is mine. You speak to me when I come in. I said, and I don't mind. I said, sorry guys, my phone has gotten hot again. My phone got hot. Every time this damn phone gets hot, it just cuts off. It gets hot and it just cuts off. No warning or nothing. It doesn't cut back on until it cools down. So I just have to make sure I keep it away from the vents. And I bought my other thing, but I guess when it was going out the vents, I bought my other foam holder that attaches to the window, because this one that it's on now attaches to the vent, and the other one that attaches to the window, when the heat blows up, it goes up. So that's what it was. So when y'all see it go out, when you see it go out, it went out because it got hot, and every time it heats up, I need a new phone. It's time for me to upgrade on a new phone, really. But every time when it starts to heat up, it blinks out, and then it doesn't come back on until it cools down. So then I have to cut the air conditioner on. Y'all know I don't like cold. So then I got to cut the air conditioner on to cool it down so that it'll pop back on. And that's what happened. It took a few minutes to cool it down when I cut the air conditioner on. And then it popped back in. Oh, Cheryl is here. I didn't think she was going to make it today, but she made it, which is a good thing. That is a great thing that she's here. So it looks like the whole crew, it looks like everybody is here today. All right, you guys. Let me see what you guys say. Oh, you're back. Let's figure out how we can cuss these entitled kids out collectively. I know, right? Look, we got to teach them. We gotta teach them. Some of them don't know better. Some of them don't know better, and some of them do know better. But either way, we got to teach them. We got to teach them. We got to let them know that they got to do better. But anyway, you guys, as you can see, I am here at work, and I am about to head inside. And I shall see you guys on my lunch break. Y'all know we do lunchtime chit chat. So lunchtime chit chat is at 1 o'clock. Come on, that's when I take my lunch, between 1 and 2. So come back when we know what to get y'all for Christmas. Have an amazing day, Mama Gina. Hugs. Thank you, love. Thank you. You guys have a great day too. And I'll see you guys at lunchtime. All right. Ta-ta for now. We sure did get cussed out, hands laid on, and everything else. Bad mama, grandma, the neighbors, and everybody. Thank you, Sephora. I'll see you guys in a little bit.